Please welcome your 2026 Detroit Lions.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Aleem McNeil in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Oh, they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense. Al-Quadin Muhammad getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
So offensive play caller, he's got to help out his offensive line right now. Some screens, some quick games, some run game. They've got to slow down this pass rush because so far here early, they have had no answers for it.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's the ball for a minute. It looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down.
Yeah! Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big.
That's right side, and into the hands of Desmond.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Lions. First and 10.
I'm not sure what was the more
36-yard line.
difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and a yard. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee.
Still second down.
From the 31, here's second and 6. It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for the Lions, first down.
First down.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have first and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
No way, I can't believe this.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
And goal.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. Throwing here is Goff. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is fourth and goal.
Down this close, third and goal, I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on fourth down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
He'll send a tight end. On fourth down, Goff. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Vikings offense ready now for their second drive. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. There's Jefferson, and they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one.
Makes it 2nd
and that will lead to a 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
15 yards.
His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the zone read, it's McCarthy. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the 1st down.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Brought down.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To Aaron Jones. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. To throw is McCarthy. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And now it's 4th down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Vikings 3, Lions nothing.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, broke him down at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 31. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
27 yards.
A gain there of 27 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing. Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's gone. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. He's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Oh, a wide open receiver. That's Jefferson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. On play action, here's McCarthy. Rolling to, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
If this was just one guy dominating them up front, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can chip him. You can double team him. You can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
And he's into the end zone. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings are out to a 10-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. To throw is Goff. He'll try and get there on the ground. Into the slide goes Goff. He's been around, knows what to do. He picked up the first down.
18. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
They hand it to Gibbs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 7. Tight end going in motion here. A second down throw for Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
That's good.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
This one complete. It's to Small. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 more yards.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Here's Goff. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And the Lions are going to have it first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll go play action with Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions are on the board. It's 10-7.
10. Lions 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion, Naylor. Now, faking the give. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And the Vikings first down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now McCarthy. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's Ryan Wright now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
First and 10.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll do so with first and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Second and 7. They send the tight end in motion. On second down, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down at 37. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Lions first down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
Ward on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 5. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Inside the 25. And he will score. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Bates
kicker
now
on
for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are on top. It's 14-10.
Lions 14, Vikings 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're not even at halftime yet, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has completely taken over the game. It's just sack after sack after sack. This is going to be a long day for this offensive group if the O-line doesn't figure something out here in a hurry.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. It's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team gets possession of the football. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing, Goff. That's caught downfield by Tesla. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Crazy. Gibbs with a first down and more. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of
A
32
long one
yards.
from Gibbs.
And the
32 yards.
First down.
Big hole up
First
the middle.
and
The
10
interior
at
of
the
this offensive
13-yard
line
line.
did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Goff to throw on first down. It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions are out to a 21-10 lead.
21. Vikings 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Lions call their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Third and less than a yard.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
15 yards.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Lions 28, Vikings 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Moving to his left.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
2nd and 5. On play action, here's McCarthy. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Aiden Hutchinson. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Blake Cashman in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Price now to return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll get this out quickly to Addison.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
In motion, it's Jefferson. This is Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run it once more with Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the 2nd half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Putting the tight end in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. Working 3 downfield. It is Williams. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's good.
So everyone's going to focus on the throw, right, Mike? But it was really the way he used his eyes to manipulate the defense that really made that shot downfield possible.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Harrison Smith on the
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
On the jet sweep to give to St. Brown. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Second and goal at the Vikings 3-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up third and
Although
goal.
I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs, now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on third down, you had no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now, fourth and goal.
Brings up fourth and
Great job
goal.
here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
31, Vikings 10.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They face second down and 7. To throw is McCarthy. Forced out left. Off he goes.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. A run. It's Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Lee McNeil getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
Interesting play call there, Mike. I actually like it. 2nd and inches, I don't blame him. See if you can get something downfield through the air, and if not, it's still 3rd and inches. But what you don't account for is taking a sack. You can't lose that much yardage, and this now changes everything here on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense.
At their own 15-yard line.
Off to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Tesla. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. Now a pitch to Montgomery. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Right side, that's St. Brown. He's going to have it for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
That's good.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Jamison Williams. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. All right, here with Gibbs. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Taylor Decker, the former Buckeye, guilty on that one.
Still 2nd down.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 3. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground to start, and they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 5.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup there of 13. First down, Detroit.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
One more time for Montgomery. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They hand it to Gibbs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 10
A gain there of 10 yards.
That's good.
Good for a Lions first down.
So when you're
First and 10
evaluating
at the
the impact of a
47-yard
team's
line.
run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Tight end going in motion here. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50.
That's another
Goff to St. Brown for a big one. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
2nd and inches. Goff to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. They run on the jet sweep.
St. Brown, the ball carrier. He was brought
when they
down
called
by
that sweep, Mike,
Lowe.
obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Montgomery. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right? Like when we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be one sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on fourth down. You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the first down, and they're still alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
Now McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
It's fourth down.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to let one fly for Addison. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim might have went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll run with Gibbs. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
At the 9-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Taken down right at
you could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
So it's a win here for the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.